Nervous tension.
Hey everybody, this is Dan with ArcanumBJJ.com reviewing the Submission Light Gi. So for this first part, I'm doing just a bunch of drills and free sparring just to see how the gi maneuvers. So I'll have my teammates put me in chokes and arm bars, and I'm just paying attention to how the gi feels while I roll in it. So foam collars like are in the Submission Light and a lot of gis that I've tested recently are really lightweight, they're really nice, but they're definitely easier to grab onto. And everybody I've rolled with agrees that these foam collars are easier than vulcanized rubber or cloth collars to grab onto. I don't really care about that because in my opinion it's my job to defend my neck, it's not my gi's job to defend my neck, so that's just me.
Nervous tension.
Here I'm trying to escape from an arm bar that's on very tight, and the gi makes it a little tough, but it's a little easier to get out with this lightweight gi than it is with some heavier gis.
Use it regularly. Train your mind through repetition to follow the suggestions. And then you'll be ready to progress to side 2.
I've done a lot of training in the Submission Light so far, and I actually really like it. I mean, I feel hardly like I'm wearing a gi at all. It's very lightweight, the ripstop cotton is very fluid, and the top part of the gi is not restrictive at all. It's got a good cut to it, it's got a good weight to it. There's really nothing for me to complain about with this gi, and especially at the price point. I have to say for $99, this is probably one of the best gis out there you're going to get at that price point. The Padilla and Sons lightweight, in fact most of their models are about the same price point, and they're my favorite gis on the market, but short of the Padilla, I'd say this is probably the best value you can get for your money for $99 on a gi. It looks sharp, it's very well put together. You're going to see some of the stress tests that I did on the Submission Light, especially if you read my written review. You'll see the stress tests that I do on this gi, and it comes out with flying colors. It really does. I mean, I hung 50 pounds of weight from the sleeves overnight, and with all that weight on them for probably 8 hours, I think only a very small section of stitching started to come apart, but it was where it was triple reinforced, and just the very outer layer of stitching for maybe a half an inch was starting to peel. But that's very impressive. Yeah, so the jacket is very tough, but the pants, I mean, they're also tough. They're that ripstop cotton, but the stitching on the pants did not hold up quite as well as the stitching on the jacket. I've come to expect that from ripstop cotton pants. They just don't seem to, I mean, they're durable and all, but they just don't seem to have the same strength and durability to the stitching component as the jacket does. But they're still great trousers. I like them just fine. One thing I will say about this gi is that it's not as soft out of the bag as some other gis that you would pay more money for. You have to work on it. I've been trying to break it in for about a month now, and it's still not as soft as I would like it to be. That's obviously something that comes with time, but out of the bag it is a little bit stiffer than some other gis that I own. So I took this gi back to Wyoming with me, back to the family farm, just to do some non-traditional testing, such as human catapults. So this is my wife, and we thought it might be fun to see how far we could throw her using the gi. Yeah, we're wimps. But the jacket is tougher than we are. I mean, we tossed her twice, and you'll see here in a minute, we tied her up in the gi and swung her around in a circle to put stress on the two vents where the reinforcements are that I'm pointing to right here. We put a lot of weight on those stress points, and I mean, not a scratch, not a sign of stress or wear and tear. This one solidly built little gi. My guess is that you'll wear a hole in the gi from mat friction way before any of the reinforcements rip.
Think with pleasure of the satisfaction you'll feel as the plan becomes reality. You will firmly imprint in